The Fruits of the Literature Club contains spoilers for the original plot of Doki Doki Literature Club. Well, shit, I guess I can't play it. Alright, what is up, guys? Welcome to Fruits of the Literature Club. New mod we're playing for DDLC here, which includes quite a couple of chapters, so I'm guessing this will be kind of long. Oh well, right? I guess more stuff to happen, right? I have never seen any gameplay of Fruits of the Literature Club. I've only heard about it everywhere throughout Reddit. The whole Reddit page on DDLC mods community. And I looked through it. I read the description of it and everything, and well, seems to pick my interest, so I'm ready for it. I don't even know who that girl is in the middle, but I guess that's just a new character. It looks like a combination of Monica and Sayori. That's what it looks like, right? I'm not the only one who thinks that. I can't be. There's no way. Alright, so let's begin. Obviously gotta put in the name. Let's do this shit. The morning sun hits my eyeballs, causing them to squint shut. Having my experience, I am used to it, but nevertheless annoyed. This is one of the few times I wish I had longer hair. Okay. To block out the sun from hitting my eyes. But unfortunately, I am mandated to keep my hair below a specific length. The rhythmic sounds of the train hitting the rails remains a reminder of where I am destined. I look out the window that I happen to be sitting next to and into the city. The stories I have heard about this place. When I found out I was coming here, I'll tell you it left a sour taste in my mouth. The train begins to lose momentum, signaling our arrival momentarily. Okay. I thought that was a time bomb or something. I hear a familiar digital sound emanating from my watch, indicating the new hour that we have reached. Just as it does 23 other times a day. The train comes to a complete halt. The passengers around me, myself included, stand up and begin to depart our vessel. Oh. The moment I step out onto the nicely maintained concrete, I hear a voice calling out to me. I'm not sure who this will be, so just Mikey. I cock my head slightly towards the direction of the sound and see an old man that used to be an acquaintance of mine. I turn and walk towards the man. I didn't expect to see you here, old man. Before me is a man, around 5 feet and 7 inches tall. Pretty short compared to the normal people I am around. His wrinkled face and squinted eyes turn into a genuine smile at the sight of me. So he's an old man? Alright.
Same with you! What are you doing here?
Literally just got into town. I can't take that seriously.
Oh! You here for anything special?
One of his eyebrows lifts up. Nope. Just here to go to school. His face changes. It looks as if he is surprised. What is that face for, old man?
Never thought I would hear those words come out of your mouth, Mikey. Back in, well, you know, you weren't so spry to go to school.
That I was not. But times have changed and I am ready to go to a normal school for once. Aren't you in for a surprise, then? His smile returns. He pats me on the back with an all too familiar pattern.
Well, that's great, my boy.
What are you doing here?
Well, I retired, came out here to live with my daughter and her kids.
Daughter? Now there is something I didn't expect you to say.
Well, everyone gets old and needs to settle down eventually.
Yeah, but I never thought you would. I expected you to remain with the majority of us until you finally gave out.
Well, here I am. Do you have a place to stay?
Yeah, I have a house somewhere near the school.
Eastern side?
Northeast.
Ah, I know it. Need a ride?
Well, I didn't have any other plan.
So you were gonna walk there?
Pretty much.
Where's your luggage?
Everything I own is in the bag on my back. I point one, not out. I point one of my thumbs to a black Kevlar backpack I have securely strapped to me.
You always travel late, don't you?
Easier to disappear when necessary. He chuckles.
Come on, let me show you to my car.
By your leave. What? Is that grammar? By your leave? The old man had a pretty stylish car. My father used to have one of these. A 69 Mustang? Oh, 69! Wait, I don't get it.
She is a beauty, isn't she?
Is this how you spent your retirement fund?
Oh no, I still have a good half left.
So out of the 800 grand they gave you, you spent over a quarter of it already?
Kids aren't cheap. As well as this sexy of a car.
The black Mustang accelerated onto a turnpike and eventually into a city street. When we departed the train station, I expected it to be a short ride to the place where I am living at. But I was very wrong. Turns out the train station is about a 15-minute straight drive on the freeway. Doesn't seem like much if you're a driver. But if you were walking like myself, it would have taken as long as 3 hours. The convenience of a freeway allows drivers to get across great distances at a greater speed than normal roads.
So are you still on Ashley's detail?
Ashley? Oh, is that the girl that was on the title screen in the middle? Maybe that's who it is? I don't know. I'm just guessing. The Idol? Nah, I left that a long time ago. Maybe not.
Trouble from up?
Nope, just did as much as I could then.
So in short, you weren't needed anymore.
Pretty much.
Bummer.
Bummer? I don't socialize well with others. Especially with a teenager with a small degree of popularity among even more hormonal, I guess, teenagers.
Sounds to me that you got into some trouble with this girl.
I don't know what you're talking about. I look back towards him, a casual glare into his face.
Oh, come on, don't tell me you didn't try to get with her.
Whoa! Are you serious? No.
Good. You know that isn't allowed.
That and I don't really have a need for any type of relationship right now. Or at all, if I really look at it.
You will eventually.
Doubt it. No, you definitely will. We remain quiet for a few moments. I keep thinking on my comment about a relationship. It's not like I don't want one. It's the fact that in the position I am in, it would have a lot of unnecessary stress. It's not every day that I could just breathe and live a normal life, life day by day. Every day has a small amount of repetitiveness with it. But that is another story.
We're almost there.
Again, I appreciate the ride.
You should stop by one day for dinner. I think my daughter would love to meet you.
I wonder if his daughter is the girl in the menu. The one that, I don't know, seems to be just made for this mod. Huh? Why is that? I ruffle my eyebrows at him.
Because you're basically like me when I was younger. She's always nagging me about telling her about my younger years.
You haven't, right?
Of course not. I know better.
I was about to say.
Don't lecture me on policies I lived by for 30 years, Mikey.
With age comes easiness, old man.
I still think I could take you.
That would be interesting.
I still am active, you know.
How so? Granted, the old man was, but he still had a pretty fit body. Usually as men get older, especially where I come from, they tend to just let themselves go. They say, screw it, I worked hard these years and I earned this. Then they just let their bodies waste it with alcohol, tobacco, and junk food.
I teach a self-defense class downtown.
Well, that's one way.
You should pop by, give some of the ruffians in my classes a little reality check.
Why is that?
Because you and I both know to never underestimate an opponent. They could be just as clever, attentive, aware, and more skilled than you.
The old 1 to 4 rule. 1 times 4 rule?
Exactly.
The good old days in this area. As he says those words, we turn a steep corner and find ourselves in a pretty nice suburban neighborhood.
This it?
Yeah, this is it. I pull the polished metallic door handle and exit the door. Our car. Exit the door. What the fuck? I look back at the man and give one last gesture of farewell. God damn, I can't read today. Thank you, Jeff. Oh, so his name is Jeff.
My name's Dave. You got it.
Before switching gears and leaving, he gives me one last smile. Well then, let's check this place out. I look around the neighborhood and notice that this suburban block has the same architecture for almost all the buildings. I take a look at the spacing between the house I am living in and the and the one next to it on both sides. I check the integrity of the fence that borders. Decent strength. I take a stroll around the perimeter of the house. I take note of the number of windows. Why? Their position on the structure and their height from the ground. The second-story windows should be fine. I take note of what looks to be the balcony and the back door. As I walk towards the front of the house, I notice a girl walking down the street. It's probably Sayori, right? Because she lives here. She is wearing a counterpart of the uniform I was given for school. Yep, probably Sayori. So she must be going to the same school as I. She has somewhat of a skip in her step. Her blue eyes look up into the sky and at flowers she passes by. Yep, that is Sayori, alright? That's the Sayori we all know and love. Her hair is of a coral pink color. She has a bright red bow on the left side of the of her hair and looks sloppily positioned. I rub my eyes because I swear I see her glow. That girl seems to just emanate joy. I scuff at her and turn myself to the door. Kid will learn that the world isn't all sunshine and rainbows, she thinks. Well, that's, don't tell her that. Don't kill her mood. That's what she is, damn it. I unlock the door and enter. Immediately I am greeted with a short hallway, around 3 steps before the kitchen opens to the right. The kitchen is rather modern and well furnished. I check the fridge and nothing. I chuckle at myself, not knowing what else to expect. The place is furnished, but I was just curious. I close the fridge and look out into the living room, which borders it. I take a look into the living room and out of the window. I look and see if I can see the space directly below the window. I can't. I walk across the room and open a small white door. It leads into a laundry room, fit with the washer and dryer. Luxury, it will definitely be easier than manually washing and drying my clothes. I close the door and head upstairs. Immediately on the left is my bathroom, and across from that is my bedroom. They seriously did not spare any expense. What the? Siri? What the fuck did you come up for? They seriously did not spare any expense with the decor or the decor here. In my bedroom is a closet, dresser, bed, desk, and several miscellaneous. Wow, I never knew how to say this, to be honest, but whatever. Items to make it look lived in. I take a moment to place my backpack on the bed and survey the area from my window. Once I get a good understanding, I walk out of my room. Next to the stairwell is a sliding glass door that leads to a balcony. Ah, nice balcony. I would like to have a balcony like this, honestly. I walk out onto the medium-sized cement balcony. I lean forward on the wall. I was about to say on the floor. What the fuck am I thinking? My forearms supporting me and look out into the neighborhood. I could see some grade school-aged kids playing with the jungle gym some well-funded parent purchased. I also see an old man petting his dog in his front yard. Neighborhood watchman here, huh? I look to my left and notice that same girl I saw earlier in her room. I didn't realize I lived so close to her. Through the glass window of her bedroom, I notice her moving around from the left side of the room to the right. She's moving something, most likely a change of clothes. She stops in front of the window facing to the side. She makes a few faces which confirm my initial theory as correct. She's looking into the mirror. She undoes her red bow, or red tie. What? Tie? I thought it was a bow. Oh no, the tie in her uniform. My bad. That's stupid of me. Pulls off her gray jacket and starts to unbutton her white undershirt. You might want to look away. You don't want to look like a pervert. Something Natsuki will probably say later on. Yup. I turn away from the view and return inside. There you go. Huh. Unknown year. Just 20-something. My watch beeps, indicating it is now 20 o'clock. 4 more hours until midnight. Normally I would be in bed by now, but I am awaiting an important call. It doesn't bother me much since I have gone days before without a sleep. Losing a few hours for one night isn't going to kill me. I kick my feet up on the opposite end of the couch and lean back. I continue to read the book that I have in my hands. I made sure to turn on the news earlier. I got a general idea of the community here. I made it a habit of mine to always check the local news to scout out the area. To see whether there is high crime, no crime, political activity, the usual. I'm not a big fan of politics. Same here. Fist bump. But knowing the local debate helps me understand the people better. I wonder how he's going to join the literature club. Or if there even is going to be a literature club. The sound of my phone going off sends a shiver down my spine. Jeez, that's a little fucking loud tone. It isn't the sound that sends that feeling down my back. It's the reason for it. I answer the phone call. Wonder what's so important about this phone call. Okay, I guess we'll never know. All we know is that he gets a phone call. 6 o'clock hits. I am already ready for school. For a normal person not used to wearing uniforms, the school's outfit does seem a bit excessive. But since I have been in uniforms all my life, this is nothing to me. I take a look at myself in the mirror for a quick medical check. No wounds or scratches overnight. You're worrying about that? I'm kind of wondering what's up here. I take another drink of water and plan out my day. I will follow my normal school schedule, and on my way home, I will stop by the grocery store and pick up some food, then head home. Once I get home, I will go on a run to get me further familiar with the area. And when that is done, I will be on free time. I take a last look into the mirror and retrieve my bag. And this is what our school looks like, huh? As I reached the gates of the school, I noticed the congregation of students in the courtyard. There are little groups of students huddled around each other, all doing different things. Typical high school. Some were on their phones just ignoring each other. That is also typical high school. Some were running around acting like children. Also true. And some were socializing with each other like normal people. Also true. Stop. I want to stop saying also true to all the things you're speaking facts of here. I ignored them all. There isn't a reason for me to talk to any of them. With one backpack strap wrapped around my shoulder, I entered the large, white concrete building. After a self-tour of the school, I reached my first room. The school itself wasn't too large. I have definitely been in much larger compounds. It wasn't a problem to find my locker, my first class, and the lunch area. Students passed by me, all casually talking and complaining about everyday things. I silently laughed to myself about some of the petty things these inexperienced people complain about. It gives me a sense of gratitude for where I have come from. I never complain about my phone having a micro crack. That's what they're complaining about? Seriously, why do people complain about that? It's not that big of a deal. Or that I didn't get the money to go to the latest movie. Stupid things like that slightly irritate me. The bell rings and I enter the classroom. Third period has ended and it was now time for lunch. The best part of the day in school. I noticed that the girl who lives next to me was in my class. And I had overheard several classmates and the teacher call her Sayori. The name instantly engraved itself into my mind. Without hesitation, students stood up from their desk and departed. I stand up, stretch quickly, grab my bag, and leave the room. Classroom. This was in the summertime mod. This was supposed to be the frickin' pool's locker room. And now, in this mod, it's the school's locker room. Huh. Alright. I approach my locker and get ready to switch out my books. But before I can even touch my lock, I hear someone grunting. I'm not sure who it is, so my head perks up a little and I head towards the sound. It was on the opposite side of my locker. When I turned my head around the corner, oh, it's Sayori. She's pretty pissed, apparently. I see that same girl who was in my class and lived right next to me having trouble with her lock. Oh, that's why. She seems to genuinely be having a hard time with her lock. There we go. Having trouble there, aren't you? I reveal myself from around the corner. What? No, I got it. I think my voice changed for a minute there for Sayori. You sure? You look like you can't seem to unlock that. It's hard to do this thing. I walk next to her and touch the lock. What is the combination? What? Afraid I'm going to steal your textbooks and I happen to have the exact same copies as you two? No. Okay, fine. It is 9/27/17. The lock clicks. There you go. What? You got it that fast? I'm very familiar with these types of locks. I show her how to properly orient the combination lock. That is how you unlock these. Thank you. I wave my hand to her locker and turn around. Hey, wait. I turn around to look at her. You're that new guy in class today. Yeah, I remember seeing you while I was walking home yesterday. Yes, I remember you too. The name is Mikey. Mikey? I like that name. It's what I was given. Anyway, goodbye. I turn away from Sayori again and return to my locker. Where are you going? Lunch? I'm hungry. I am going to put away my stuff and go eat. Don't forget what I showed you. Okay, thank you. A final bell signifies the end of the school day. I grab my bag and depart down the hallway. As I walk down the hallway, I pass by two girls who were in a debate about something I didn't care too much to notice. I'm gonna guess Yuri and Natsuki. That's what I'm guessing. Or it could be just some random... Nope, it says something about manga. Never mind. I was just about to say maybe it could be just two random people. Something about manga. I had a schedule... Wow, what was I about to say?
Stupid!
I had a schedule to stick to, so I did stick around to pay any attention to their frivolous conversation. Yeah, I think that had to be Yuri and Natsuki. As I reach the gates of the school, I hear a voice call after me. Mikey, wait up! I turn around immediately and prepare for someone to charge me. But I'm only met with the sight of Sayori running to catch up with me. Mikey! What do you want? Also, why are you shouting? You're gonna draw attention as if something bad is happening, woman. Wow. Oh, sorry. Anyway, I had a question for you. A question? If it's something I can answer, I guess you can ask. So I know you were new here and all, and I don't want to overwhelm you, but have you looked into any of the clubs we offer here at school? Well, she's gonna try and get us in the literature club, I guess. Clubs? Elaborate, please. Well, we have little groups of students who participate in extracurricular, I guess, activities for fun, to get experience for college. Okay. What is your point of asking me this? Well, I was curious to see if you will join mine. You have a club? Yep, I'm the vice president of the literature club. Literature club? So you just read books and write all afternoon? That's a pretty mean and blunt way to put it. Well, excuse me, but it doesn't really sound very attention-catching. Oh, well, shit. I think I'll pass on that proposition for now. Not even if I ask really nicely? No. Wow. Meanie. I've been called worse. Asshole! Sayori flashes a pouted face towards me a couple times in an attempt to break my resolve. Unfortunately for her, I am very efficient in keeping a straight and professional face when needed. Wow, MC is boring in this mod, I'll tell you that much. Every morning, afternoon, and evening, I always had a quote-unquote friend who would pay our class a visit and make sure we all were professional. Anyway, I'm going home. You enjoy your club. Okay, bye. I turn away from her and head home.